With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we've got a matchup here in pivotal Week 7 between the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Mark 30. 180. Pretty quiet, D. What a shot. Deuce. Shift.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Check nine.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. The Ravens at 500, 3-3 through the season's first 6 weeks. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
We got 4.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down.
Check number 6. I got shift this side. We got 3. Shift.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 3rd down, Jackson. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. And he's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Tight end right.
Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
Here comes the seventh play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10.
I'm going back to you. Check 26. 13. Switch.
You change it.
Rush in.
Now Jackson. That'll be complete to Dobbins. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. This will wind up a loss on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and the Ravens strike first at 3-zip. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
Tucker now following the made field goal, set to kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Now it's Watson.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there.
Being chased out left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Miller in motion right.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Come on, baby.
To the air yet again, Watson. Finding Miller once more, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check 99. Check 99.
24.
Tight go. Hey.
24.
Check 31.
From the red zone now, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. Yeah, the Browns are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
This is set. 19. I'm going to run 55. I'm going to run you out.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. To Johnson again. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Ty Johnson with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Not much leg here. Fields this at the 24-yard line. And he's going to give his guys great starting field position as he dives to the ground to get as much as he can. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
Mike 5. I'm coming after you. Check.
Hey, report.
Kill.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Watch the edge. He's coming. Double up.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, partner, none of these runs individually have added up to a whole lot.
Now, 3 plays, all 3 short runs, but together a 1st down.
Yeah, it's amazing how the narrative changes when you string them together.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He'll buy some time right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Check 54.
Under 10. Under 9. Kill.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. K.J. Hamler, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From just inside the 20, a short kick.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Hey, let's get in that hole.
What is shot?
Here we go.
You are X. You are X.
Come again. Here I come again. Here I come again.
Mike 38. Mike 38. Mike 38.
Hey, what?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
Push him back. Push him back.
He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. David Ojabo. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
You've called plenty of games in your career. Do you believe in momentum, my man?
I do, and I think we're seeing it right here.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. The run that he's been on. How about that? 3 sacks in a game a week ago, and another one right here. Oh, he's feeling it in a big way.
Motion.
That's 20 points down. He's coming.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson.
Go. Check 50. Check 50.
Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Seibert's kick is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track. And he's got a man, complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Tucker with the extra point, and that slices the lead down to 17-10. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Browns drive about to get started. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. Throw left side. There's Schwartz with it. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, what a start to the season, 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0. Then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the first round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
My 14.
Bound to lose 1. 24.
He's checking Crab. No. Off. Hey, alert 3.
Watson on first down. Flush to his right. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Here we go.
The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a first down.
Looking middle, and that's complete. 2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Seibert able to knock this one through, and that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Browns drive about to get started.
That's going to be a long day. 59.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Forced out to his left. And Watson has enough for the first down yardage as he slides to the turf. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. You go tight.
Back to throw, Watson. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Mike 18.
Now a first down throw, Watson. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mike 18. Watch the out. Watch the out.
The slot man in motion right.
Come on, D.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Eckler from 13 yards out. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. A short kick taken at the 18. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 38. Mike 38. Mike 38.
It's our field. It's our field.
And this time, Jackson will throw it. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
On first down, it's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz.
66 yards as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And the lead is now 24. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And he tries to get as much as he can here while protecting the football as he dives to the ground. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Jam him. Jam him. Jam, jam. Shift, shift, shift.
They go play action now. Jackson. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL. They're just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of the formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. They're going for it with Dobbins. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Oh, on the defensive side, that is so deflating.
Not only is it deflating, they've got to look in each other's eyes on that side of the ball and take each other's measure. You've got them backed up, perfect situation, and what they said to you on the other side is, we don't think you can stop us. Went ahead and got it in that position. That should never happen.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 47.
Whip, whip. Watch the whip.
Going right back to Akers.
No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Second and 12.
You're not ready. You're not ready. 38 to Mike.
Hey.
Three buzz.
Mike 38. Mike 38. Mike 38.
No chance.
Here's Jackson to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. Jackson into a double team, and it's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it.
And the Browns will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead.
26. Mike 12. Mike 12.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. After the interception, here's Watson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one...
Got a man, and the ball is knocked out. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnover.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Play action. Now Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
This throw taken in by Isaiah Likely.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. First target, first catch, and a first down.
No, we changed it.
A give. Dobbins trying the right side.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Defensively, you've got the nice lead here in the 4th quarter. You're saying, if they want to get a run of a little over 10 yards, that's okay.
I hear what you're doing there, and I think you're onto something. They've loosened up on defense, so don't get fooled by the nice runs you're getting now. You've got to get bigger plays, possibly think about throwing the football a bit more here. They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
No, we changed it. What you got, Heavy?
They'll go with Akers here up the middle.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore.
And the Browns are going to take possession of the football.
Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
David Ajabo
picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, at least it wasn't a turnover like the last drive. You'd think they'd make an adjustment and be ready to make up for that turnover. Instead, just another big play for the defense on that snap.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Off of play action, it's Watson. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. It's caught inside the 25. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Anthony Schwartz
with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the... Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Oh, no, and it's intercepted. Oh, this is a touch cruel here. They've got the big lead. Now they're going for the jugular with the onside kick. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Alert flare, alert flare, flare.
Hey, report. Report.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Check 37, check 37.
Hey, middle.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
What? 180.
Come on, QB, come on.
38's the mic.
Dobbins will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
I got you. That's right.
Kill. Check. Lucky.
They'll look to run with Dillon. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. How about this Browns defense they've held so far? This is now 3rd and goal. They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Finish it on. Watch the run.
Hey, check.
They'll try to run with Dobbins. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
So 4th and goal. Their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time as they have dominated the proceedings here into this 4th quarter. Watson's throw there complete to Hamler.
And he'll be out right at the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
With that last completion, CD's now over 400 yards passing in the game, and quite a few of those have come via some pretty big strikes downfield. Certainly not afraid to challenge this secondary, and it's been successful.
I like your observation there, partner, because I agree. This is a group more than capable of torching a secondary any week, as evidenced by their combined stat line here. And in the time we have remaining, wouldn't shock me at all to see them take another deep shot.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Throwing now, Watson.
Got an open man, it's Schwartz.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Watson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Touchdown! David Njoku, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Browns add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson. And boy, talk about adding insult to injury. He's into the end zone to tack on 2 more. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Hey.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Again, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Watch the screen.
To throw is Jackson.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Raven 1st down.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Hey.
And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
180. Sit hard. 180. Hey, watch the left. Report. Coming to you. Hey, move.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.